There are those familiar loading bars, loaded all the way, so you know where we are. On Ace Attorney Online, you don't know what we're playing yet. That will become clear momentarily. Let's dive right back in. Loading finished. Perfect crimes have their rules. Rule 1. No witnesses. Failing here is like forfeiting the game from the start. Rule 2. No evidence. To be more precise, no uncalculated evidence. As long as one is aware of the evidence that will be found, one can prepare ahead. Rule 3. The plan must be foolproof, even against unknown factors. If coincidence can lead to an uncalculated event, witnesses or evidence will be created. Addenda. An alibi is always helpful, though not always possible. Proving an alibi to be fake will result in suspicion on the one who faked it. Therefore, the lack of an alibi cannot always be helped. It is a small risk compared to faking one. As long as I keep those 3 basic rules in mind, the plan should succeed. Everything is perfect. Nobody is going to figure this out. Blame yourself. It's your own fault. But I couldn't let you stay alive. He dared to take what rightfully belonged to me. He deserved to die. And now, fall. All right. There, he's coming. 12 minutes too early. Seems like he can't wait to spend his time in there. That's Larry. Always overenthusiastic when a woman is involved. Yes, I still remember him. Fine. How about you tell me what this all is about, anyway? He has to spend 1 hour in the tower of this old church? Pretty much. And we're here as witnesses to confirm it, afterwards. Witnesses, huh? Why do you need me for this? Because you're still a lawyer. Sorry, but he wanted someone reliable. Okay, I'll do my best. He's only carrying a candle? Is that all he's allowed to have? Yeah, that was part of the conditions. Fortunately, we can confirm he's in the tower this way. Guess we'll have to wait then. 2 minutes later. Oh, look at that. So he arrived in the tower. If you look closely, you can even see a bit of his silhouette. How convenient. Right, this way we can clearly confirm that he's really been in there for the whole hour. Otherwise, you could have said that he only planted the candle there and left. Now all that's left is to wait until 1 a.m. How about you tell me in the meanwhile why he has to do this anyway? It's a test of courage. A test of courage? Yeah, that sounds like something a man like him would do. Seems like I'll be stuck here on the lookout for 1 hour. Alright, we are Mia. Here is Hobo Phoenix. This is Turnabout of Courage by Blackrune. This is the game that I tried to play multiple years ago, but some of the photos just absolutely some of the images absolutely broke, and therefore got like a massive photo stock watermarks on all the background images. Anyways, yes, that's your attorney's badge. No need to rub it in. No need to rub it in my face. You lost yours in a rather careless way. I was disappointed. It's been 6 years, okay? No need to talk about it again. Let's talk about it. This is an interesting timeline, it seems like. But we focus on witnessing. Whatever you want to show me there, I can wait. Wouldn't want to have to add a statement about whatever you showed me to my testimony. What if the attorney uses that small detail to turn the whole case on its head? Sounds like what you'd have done. Fine, let's be better witnesses then. Witnesses. Too dark to see anything. Alright, let's talk. Test of courage. So what's this test of courage about? Seems like Larry's in a relationship with a complicated woman again. From what I caught, the relationship is depending on this test of courage. Who would base their relationship on something that trivial? Well, he didn't want to tell me more about the woman, but he was very eager to take this test. Basically, he has to stay in the tower of this church for 1 hour, starting on midnight. That's what I already knew. How about some small talk? We've got time, apparently. How's your life been since you left my law office? Oh, I managed. I'm making my money in a small restaurant now. It's a pretty nice place, once you get used to it. I see. Maybe I should drop by sometime. I never really understood why you chose to quit being a lawyer. Well, how about you? Have you gotten over what happened 1 year ago? I'm fine, don't worry. Diego, why did fate decide to steal you not just once, but twice? Ah. He came back, and he died again. And Nick left the law willingly? Question mark? Still feeling sorry for what happened to your husband there. Poisoned coffee. Again. Oh. This really isn't a topic I want to talk about right now. Right, sorry about that. Let's talk about something else then. This church, for example. This church? A church at midnight seems like the appropriate place for something like this. Well, it's a rather old building. I'm sure there are some ghost stories about it. Come to think of it, isn't this place locked? How did Larry get inside? He got a key together with the letter. Not sure why the sender had the key though. Okay. This place is pretty far off from town. No, it's only 10 minutes with a car. Yeah, good that I have a driving license now. It's good that I, in my 40s, finally got my driver's license. I have one as well, you know. I wonder if church services would be worth it. Actually, this church hasn't been used for several decades now. Recently, the church has apparently been sold to someone because it's no longer useful. Didn't know they just sell off churches like that. I see why there might be ghost stories about this place. Fitting for a test of courage. Well, nothing strange should be happening. He has a key and probably locked the door. And thus, they waited. Behind the church. Wait, the light went out? Isn't that too early? What? Let me check. That's 8 minutes too early. I don't like this. I should go and check. Maybe the candle didn't last long enough. I'm sure there's a normal explanation for this. So go and check whether he's still there. Mia? I'm sure he's fine. Don't need to worry about Larry. I have this feeling. Something bad happened. Is that because of your supernatural abilities? Never understood those. That's it. I'll go and see what's going on. You can stay here or come with me. Wait, Mia. This can't be helped. Let's go. I had a bad feeling back then. I didn't know that this would mark the beginning of the most tragic case I was ever involved in. It's too dark. When I'm close, I can barely see anything. Something on the road here. Not so fast, Mia. You're worrying too much here. Those ghost stories must have had their effect on you. As a matter of fact, I've met real ghosts. Right, you're into that spirit summoning stuff, huh? I doubt a ghost would just show up to do something to Larry, of all people. I disagree. Look over there. What do you... What? Larry, is that you? Why are you lying on the floor there? Alright, Larry, stop those stupid pranks and get up now. It's no use. There's no pulse. He's dead. Dead? Larry? It'd be ridiculous. Why would he be dead? Who would kill Larry? Damn it, I don't know. Maybe the ghost haunting this place. I'll go and call the police. You stay here and protect the corpse. Yeah, hey, don't just run off. What if the murderer is still nearby? Great, just leave me alone with the corpse here. 35 minutes later. He's taking his time. Seems like no murderer is going to return to the crime scene. Sorry for the wait. The police should be on their way now. Hey, don't just pop out again out of nowhere. Why did it take that long anyways? It's apparently an out-of-service area for my cell phone, so I had to drive all the way to town. Oh, okay then. You should wait here and not touch anything until they arrive. They see that's not your intention. Larry's my friend. Sorry, I want to know who's behind this. I understand. Let's try to understand what happened here. Don't worry, Larry. I barely knew you. We will make sure your soul can rest in peace. Alright. Rush here immediately so it's guaranteed that the crime scene hasn't been tampered with. In that case, you better inspect it before looking around. It's lying face up on the road. Looks like he fell down from a high distance. Uh-oh. The logical conclusion would be that he fell out of the window. That would make sense. There's nothing else he could have fallen down from. There's nothing else he could have fallen down from here. We didn't actually see him fall down, though. It's probably too dark to see. Something else is strange, though. Surely he'd have made some noise if he was pushed out the window. Why didn't we hear him scream? I see, and that means someone knocked him unconscious before he fell down. Yes, so the murderer knocked him unconscious and threw him out of the window. Then, well, let's take a closer look at the corpse. Well, we really shouldn't disturb the scene. I already said I'd do everything. I'd do everything to find the truth behind this. Found something? Doesn't seem like it. Wait, what's this? This rusty key was in one of his pockets. I think I know what this one's for. That's really not a difficult guess. Did he really have nothing else on him? Nope, that's everything. Not even the key to his own house? A cell phone? Wallet? I think the letter clearly stated to not bring anything else except a candle and the key. I think he took that a little too seriously. At least he didn't decide to come without his clothes. Yeah. Wait a second. He didn't bring anything else. How did he know the time? I mean, he'd have to know when the hour would have been over, right? Strange. Maybe. I don't know. There, look at his sleeve. Is that a wristwatch? Whoops, almost missed that. Well, that would explain that. Great. You're the one who wanted to investigate this place thoroughly, right? What? What time does it display? Huh? I think I'm kept my own watch. It's displaying the current time quite accurately. What did you expect? Oh, well, if this rumor that the watches of murder victims always display the time of death and stop working. There seems to be the one exception to the rule. I'm quite sure this is the norm. I mean, if he really did fall from a great place, there's always the chance that it would have broken it from the force of the fall? Question mark? But that's how he knew the time. Plot hole fixed, I guess. Oh, that's good. There's a lot of darkness. The tower of the church is pretty high. There's apparently a room at the top where Larry was supposed to stay in for 1 hour. Look very closely, I think the window is open. It's hard to see without the lights on. I'm sure it was closed when we watched him earlier, though. That means that the window was probably opened after the lights went out. Oops, Alright, moving along. We can move inside. Holy Stickler Church, main hall. This looks bigger than it did from the outside. Well, a lot of buildings give you that impression, don't they? Wait, I'm sure I didn't see those big windows from the outside. What's going on here? Maybe it was too dark. Or some clever architecturing. Don't think too hard about it. That's probably for the best. I think I'm already starting to get a headache. Anyway, this seems to be the main hall of this church. Pretty dusty. As I said, this probably hasn't been used in ages. Doesn't seem like anything is here. How do we get into the tower? Take that! Look over there at the left wall. That should be the passage to the tower. It's nice to see that you haven't forgotten what I taught you. What if somebody was alerted because of that shout? Oh, I'm sorry. Guess I should save my voice for the courtroom. You're not a lawyer anymore. Too dark to see anything? Let's take the stairs. It's too dark to see anything here. You okay? I think we've almost reached the top. The stairs seem to end here. Good, let's take a close look. I can't, there's a locked door here. It's still locked. Something seems strange about that. Damn, I guess we're stuck then. Breaking it down would be difficult. Maybe there's a way to get past this door. I was thinking it might solve this problem. Yeah! The key we found under the corpse might be the key to this room. I was only supposed to bring the key to the church and a candle, so this must be it. Wow, your logic is amazing as always. Very funny. A 6-year-old could have figured this out. Let's go then. Tower room? Here we are. The room Larry stayed in until something happened. Seems pretty obvious what happened here. That's only true for the result. We should still look around a little. My, you suddenly seem much more eager about this. Because several things are striking me as really odd here. Yeah, let's take a closer look. Alright, wall? An empty frame. No, look closely. See the dust? It's actually a framed picture of a wall. That seems like a strange thing to have a picture of. Wouldn't some religious picture make more sense? Really supposed to be a deep message. You mean it's representing the wall inside each one of us? But that way you could give every picture an object a deeper meaning. Didn't you know? Everyone is Jesus in purgatory. Didn't you know, Mia? We live in a society. There's some old books on the table. There are also some glasses. All of them were covered with dust, though. So they must have been here for a while already. Everything covered with that much dust has probably nothing much to do with the murder. The window. Open as expected. As expected? The murderer could have closed it afterwards, right? Right, but there's nothing he'd have gained from that, I guess. True, but it's still an important clue. Notice anything strange? No traces, except for the fact that it's open. Whoever's behind this made sure that no visible traces are left behind. Let's just keep it in mind and move on then. Window? A chair. There's no dust on it, suggesting someone sat here recently. Larry probably sat on this one. There are also light traces on the ground, suggesting that it has been moved away from the table. We had to pull it back a little to sit on it, right? This might be an important clue? Hello, stop laughing at me. Good one. A slightly moved old chair being the key to the whole case. Even I never tossed around that ridiculous theories. Oh no, the chair! However will I explain the chair? You wanted to find the truth, didn't you? Every detail might be important. Yeah, what a weird time for Nick to be laughing. Even something so seemingly insignificant like a moved chair. Sorry, but if something like this is ever going to be an important detail, I'll cut my spikes. Moved chair. I should make a game with this actually being the key to the solution or something. Okay, shut up. Now I'm just taking the piss. Shouldn't we keep this in mind anyway, just in case? No, there's no way this will help us in any way. You can trust me on that. Actually, I'm the more experienced lawyer here. Alright, but I'll remember it. If it turns out to be important after all, I'll hold you to that. Plate. Looks at some other old things. A lot of dust has piled up on all of them. No Genesis finale? Has that something to do with the Book of Genesis? I doubt it. Cutivus Exodus? What? Just a modernized version of the Old Testament? I don't know. All of them are covered with dust. It's unlikely they're connected to this case. This must be the candle that Larry was allowed to bring. Doesn't look like it would have. It doesn't look like it'd run out of wax anytime soon. Which means someone made it go out. That would make sense for the murderer. Otherwise, we might have noticed something. Since we saw that the window was still closed when the light went out. It couldn't have been caused by the wind. The window was opened afterwards. Strange, though. Wouldn't Larry have seen the murderer approaching? He'd definitely have seen him when the candle was still lit. What the? Maybe it really was some sort of ghost after all. Yeah, something seems strange about that. There are no signs of a struggle here. Oh, we're gonna roll through this again. Shit. Really is kind of dumb for Nick to be laughing at right about now, isn't it? What's with this strange cage over here? I'm sure a lot of old stuff is collecting dust here. Doubt it's connected to the case. Ah, but you see, there's no dust on this cage. Interesting. Means it was placed here not too long ago. This cage, why is it here? The answer to that question might be the key to this whole case. Good that we noticed this. There has to be an important reason for this cage. Doesn't seem to fit in the seemingly simple case at all. What could this mean? Don't shoot or move. Wait, I actually meant to say it the other way around. Hi. Alright. Anyway, this is a crime scene. You're under arrest. Relax, detective. Don't you recognize me? Nice try, pal. I've never seen that face of yours. Oh. Guess it's been a little too long since the last time. Mr. Gumshoe, I'm sure you're recognizing me, right? Wait, do I know you? You're the one who shows up at every second crime scene. Lot of hard, right? Oh no. Wait, now that I think about it, aren't you that hairy Butz guy? Well, sadly no, Detective. That's Phoenix Wright, ex-attorney. And the Butz is the victim this time. You're kidding! It's true, unfortunately. We already took a closer look at his corpse. I don't know why you're here, but I'll just accept it for now. You'll tell me everything you know. A few minutes later. Interesting story, pal. Alright, I'll believe you. I might need you as witnesses later. But for tonight, you can go home. I'll take over from here. What? What? Mr. Gumshoe, can't we assist with the investigation? No chance, ma'am. Leave this to us pros. Yeah, the same pros who have never arrested the right person in the past 7 years. Can't you make an exception, Detective? Not this time, pal. I've had enough troubles with exceptions already. Not even sure if I'm even still having a salary at all. Neither one cause any trouble, promise. Escort those two outside, guys. Damn. And just like that, we were forcefully removed from the crime scene. However, wasn't over with that. Banco law offices. This blows. Do you have to just kick us out like that? I agree. You have to see this from his perspective. I know, but how are we going to investigate now? Don't worry, Phoenix. It's a foolproof method here. We all know that the police are arresting potential suspects a bit too hastily. Oh, I see. Several circumstances at the crime scene make me believe they'll be arresting the wrong person. So all we have to do is wait for them to arrest a suspect and become his attorneys. One attorney. You're no longer one already. You're no longer one. Already forgotten? I can be your co-counsel, right? I'm the perfect assistant. My advice is never cryptic or vague. I know I won't be able to stop you in this case. Whoa, why'd the background music suddenly change? Derp, it's my cell phone. You're kidding, right? It's not even 8-bit, like every real ringtone should be. Move with the times. Mia Fey speaking. Hello. I see. Thank you. Who was that? Doesn't matter right now. It seems like there's already a client to defend. Wow, that was unexpectedly fast, even for them. Guess we should thank the police for drawing quick conclusions, then. So, what now? Let's talk to the suspect and take their case. Alright. So, what now? Didn't you yourself answer that question a moment ago? You should go talk with the defendant. Then work from there. Right. Sorry, I'm sleepy. Any ideas? So any ideas? Play around a poker? Very funny. I told you I'm the best assistant one can wish for. Fair enough. 2:59 a.m. Jesus. Here we are. I wonder who they arrested this time. Probably just the most suspicious-looking person in the vicinity. Hello. Did you come to despise me for the sins I committed? It's true, I sinned and have to redeem myself. But hate is not the appropriate answer. Forgive, don't hate. Forgive us our debts, as we also forgive our debtors. Oh God. Blessed are the merciful, they shall obtain mercy. Oh no. Ho-ho music. Huh? Are you sure this is the right guy? Let's ask him then, shall we? Hi, we're lawyers. Why exactly are you in here? Hello. You shall not murder. The fifth commandment? What are you trying to imply? I confess. This poor innocent child of God died by my hands. Whoa, what? A confession? Could it really be that simple, after all? No, this wouldn't make sense. This... Who are you, anyway? Beloved, do not believe every spirit, but test the spirit to see whether they are from God. What does that have to do with anything? Relax, Mia. Do this professionally. First things first, what is your name? I was baptized in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. My humble appellation would be Peter Berg. Mia Fey, attorney. We have some things to discuss. I hope you don't mind. With all humility and gentleness, with patience, bearing with one another in love. Oh God. Will you tell me about this? Are you testing me? What do I know about that? I know that I know nothing. Now that quote seems a little off. Right. Moving along. Who are you? So, what are you doing here? Spreading the word, the message, the wisdom. That is my mission. Well, that was pretty much a giveaway. I've wandered through the lands, spreading words of wisdom and truth. And finally, the Lord recognized me and gave me the opportunity to serve him. So, you're a prophet? Not that important, sadly. But I got the opportunity to obtain ownership of a sacred building. Sacred building? You don't mean... But was it meant to be? I, with my very own hands, have stained that sacred blood with the accused. Accursed blood of a grave sin. The church belongs to you? And I also say to you that you are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church. Yes, I am the caretaker of that holy place. But oh, I failed. I am ready to accept this fate, for I deserve it. Now, don't be so rash. You might regret it. If the place belongs to him, then maybe he knows something about the things we found there. First, what did you do? So how about your sins, eh? What's the deal with your sins? You committed murder? Yes. The act of taking another person's life. Can't be. This wouldn't be the first defendant confessing falsely. I want to help you. Could you tell me the details? A sinner like me, I am not worthy of a helping hand. According to the teachings you believe in, I should forgive and help even my worst enemy. Touché, Miss Fey. I shall then proceed to elaborate. In this very night, only a few hours ago to be precise, I noticed a strange light. I thought of it as a strange since its source was the tower of my sacred place. It's easy to connect the dots here, but... Does that mean you live near that church? Not exactly, but I happen to be nearby. Obviously, I had to know what that light was. My word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. I see. And what happened next? I approached using a secret pathway through the woods, and complete darkness awaited me inside. I still managed to notice the silhouette of a man approaching me. I assumed it might be a demon desecrating that holy place. So, I tried to use the holy book to banish him. But since it was actually a human, I suppose you could say I killed him with this book. You killed him with using the Bible you're currently holding? It's a heavy book. Are you sure this would have sufficed to kill him? Of course I am. This book can accomplish anything. Fine, but do you actually know he died from that? Oh, well, he did. Collapse. And he has been found dead after all. But not inside the church. I refuse to believe this. That'd be too simple. That's what all the doubters say, but you have to believe. And what did you do afterwards? I was scared, so I ran away immediately. But soon after, officers paid me a visit and told me of the corpse they found at my church. I couldn't keep this secret, so I confessed immediately. I guess you did the right thing, but as expected, there's still room for other possibilities. Alright. Window? Got it. Key? Ever seen this key before? Are you testing me? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Have you seen it before or not? Yes, this key. I remember it. For I've been the one who had been originally entrusted with the task of keeping it. I should make him elaborate on that. So the key? Candle? What do you tell me about this? Are you testing me? What do I know about that? Yeah, no, nothing. Cage? We can ask you about the key, though. You've seen this key before, right? We found it on the victim. I see. This is how it's going to be, correct? Then I saw an angel coming down from heaven, holding in his hand the key to the bottomless pit and a great chain. Excuse me, I'm not quite sure how you mean that. I think he means that this key is a fact proving his guilt. Your accomplice is blessed with one sharp mind. Indeed, this key being on the victim shows that it could only have been me. For you see, only 2 keys granting access to that place exist. Interesting. Were you originally in possession of both? I was entrusted with the keys of heaven, and I failed my duty. What do you mean by that? Someone came and wanted one of the keys. Someone? Who was it? Do you remember his name? His face? It was... the devil! What? Impossible. Tell me what really happened. Oh, I can't remember too well. It happened months ago. It was in the evening. Someone suddenly knocked. I assumed it could be a traveling soul in search of salvation, but a person wearing a red hood suddenly appeared in front of me. One of the keys of heaven. Hand it over or die. The person said something like that in a threatening voice. I had no choice but to hand it over. My faith had been too weak. I failed. I granted the devil access, enabling him to desanctificate the holy place. I should have become a martyr already back then. It seemed like I wasn't ready. But now I am. Now I am ready to accept this fate. I see. So you gave one of the 2 keys to an unknown person a few months ago. Somehow it ended up in Larry's possession. Anyway, are you sure there are only 2 keys? Yes, it's as truthful as the words written in this book. That's not fair. I'm sensing a troublesome problem involving key logic here. I see what you mean. I think that's all the info we can get out of him. There's only one thing left to ask. Defense attorney. Mr. Berger listened to everything you said and decided. I want to take your case and defend you in court. But... haven't I already told you that I am ready to accept my fate? Everyone deserves a fair trial. whether you're actually the murderer or not. What you told us doesn't make sense. The individual clues might not be pointing towards you. But looking at all of them together, they just don't seem to add up well. I've already decided not to hide the truth. My confession should be proof enough. Please, I would be ready to challenge that confession. I do not consider myself worthy of someone's help. But I am not allowed to steal someone the chance of a good deed either. Good. From this moment on, I'm your attorney. Remember one thing. I believe in my clients until the very end. Your confession isn't going to stop me now. You are an interesting person, Miss Fay. I suppose we are calling her Mrs. Fay, because canonically, in this sense, she was married to Diego. I'm glad to have had the opportunity to meet you at the end. Thank you, Mr. Berg. Please, believe in me as well. That didn't go so badly, but are you really sure about taking his case? Phoenix, don't ask that. It's too late now. When the client agrees, I will fully believe in him to the very end. All right. I should have known. Anyway, now we will probably be able to get some details out of the detective. Yeah, and we could also visit Larry's house to gather more information. If someone had a reason to kill him, there could be some clues about that there. Good idea. We already witnessed the crime in the scene. That might actually be more useful. We have time, so it doesn't really matter what we do first. Alright, back out. Oh god. Larry's house. Oh goddamn, Larry. Larry becomes the mayor of Accepta, apparently. Wait, what? There's no way this is Larry's house. I assure you it is. I've been here a few times. Since when? Was Larry rich enough to live in such a luxurious place? Well, you see, he won the lottery. You're kidding. Nope, that's the real story. Bought some lottery tickets and won. Don't misunderstand, though. He wasn't that rich. It was only enough for this big house. Wonder where Miles is. He's living here as well. Really? Miles? You don't mean... Miles Edgeworth? Famous defense attorney? He's living here as well? Oh, wow. Yeah, they're living here together. But what? No, I refuse to believe this. What do you mean? It's the one true pairing. Oh, God. Ahem. Just kidding. There's an explanation for that. Isn't disturbing. At Edgeworth, Larry would never have bought those lottery tickets. Why not? Long story. Let's just say he'd never had those $38 he used to buy the tickets. So to make up for it, he bought this house and wanted Miles to live here. But Miles didn't want that. So we argue that Larry picked the winning numbers. Larry realized that both of them were responsible and decided that they'd share it. Okay, then. Well, Mr. Edgeworth doesn't seem to be here at the moment. So the only person that's left to talk to is... no one. Maid. The maid that is in here. Hello. Can I be of assistance, dear guests? And you are? Please, just call me Maria. So Larry did still have enough money left to have a maid as a housekeeper. You... Yeah. Think you're something better, right? Sad for you. Huh? What happened just now? Wait, was she just looking at... Oh, I see. Well, that's how it is. What is it? Did I do something wrong? I don't think so. I'd rather not explain it. She's probably just jealous. Can we get this over with? I've got more important things to do. Take care of, believe me. Is that how you should be? Nope, starting a fight over it won't solve a thing. You should just get to the point. I'm starting to get a headache again. Oh boy. If you think I'm going to tell you something about anything, you are terribly mistaken. Hear the wishes, dear guests. Not at the moment, thanks. Okay. Your name is Maria, yes? Nope. Huh? But you just said we should call you that. Look, I have better things to do than to tell you my real name. Get to the point. She really doesn't seem to like me. This is inspiring. Anything else? Well, how long have you been working here? For a month, maybe. Oh, so you're still quite new here. Where did you work before this? I travel a lot. Does it answer your question? No, it doesn't. Something is fishy about this maid. I came here to ask you about one of your masters. What can you tell us about Mr. Butz? Trash. Fair enough. Short but sweet. Excuse me? That idiot tried to hit on me several times. His reasons for employing me are obvious. Larry. Wait, why did you agree to work for him then? Well, there was nothing better available. Well, I'm sorry, but he's dead. Oh, really? Serves him right. Miss Maria, I'm serious. Show a little respect for the dead. Me? Showing respect? Wrong address, dumb miss. I get it. Is there anything else you can tell me about him? Oh, quite a lot. You've been rather nervous lately. I don't know why, though. You probably had to do something with his little affair. I see you're well informed about this affair. He had some affair going with a lady called Luna. Married, by the way. Oh. Interesting. Do you know about anything about this test of courage? Well, apparently, this idiot decided that they shouldn't keep it secret any longer. How do you know that? I thought something he'd just tell you about. What do you think? I picked a letter he was writing. Well, I already knew something was seriously wrong with this maid. Turns out he wanted to reveal the secret. Couldn't bear it any longer or something. When did that happen? Shortly after I started working here. So, almost a month ago. I have a feeling this could be useful. And what was the response? Well, a week ago he received a letter challenging him to this test of courage. Where's that letter now? I have it right here. I'm not even asking anymore. Would you mind giving us that? Oh well, it's worthless now, with him being dead. Oh boy. Dear Larry, I'm sorry I had come to this. The truth is my heart is still torn between you and my husband. If you can prove your value as a man, I'm willing to break up and enter an official relationship. This will be the decisive test. On the 30th of September, enter the tower room of the Holy Stickler Church at midnight. It is said that the place is haunted. Prove that you aren't afraid. You may only bring a candle as a light source, and the key which is included in the envelope. A real man will not need anything else. You have to stay in the tower from midnight until 1 a.m., otherwise the test will be considered a failure. Someone trustworthy should confirm that you are actually there for the full hour. Please, show me that you will be a husband I can rely on. In love, Luna. Oh boy. He's ridiculously nervous because of it. Really, as if he was actually scared of the test. Really? That seems a little exaggerated. I never exaggerate. He was literally freaking out every day because of it. Well, it is Larry we're talking about here. He'd probably believe in those ghost stories. Even Mr. Edgeworth had his troubles calming him down again. Speaking of Mr. Edgeworth, where is he? He hasn't returned yet. Interesting coincidence. Maybe I should try to get some info about Edgeworth as well. Alright. About Miles Edgeworth, what impression did you have of him? Always uptight and no sense of humor. Stupid Brits. Just for your information, he wasn't actually British. Sure, whatever. Stupid British wannabes, then. Well, did you know he was a famous defense attorney? Yeah. The son of the legendary Gregory Edgeworth and so on. Almost undefeated, as I've heard. Except for a few trials against A. von Karma. This shows that he uses all this time for work and doesn't know how to have fun. How's his relationship with Larry? Strangely enough, he didn't mind him too much. He's apparently used to it already. A few days ago, Butz kept begging for something, and Edgeworth grew somewhat annoyed, though. It's been a fight? What was it about? Who knows? I only heard the shouting. I've been here on that day as well. What they told me was about some sort of debt. A debt? What kind of debt? I don't know. Money was involved, but they didn't want to tell me the details. Well, anyway, you can ask him that once he returns. Come to speak of it, where did he go? Being away in the middle of the night is pretty suspicious. He left shortly before 11 o'clock. What? It's only 2 hours before the murder. You think there's a connection? Well, leaving the house at 11 p.m. is pretty strange, don't you think? I have to ask the maid what exactly happened yesterday, in the evening. Yesterday? Could you tell us what happened yesterday before Larry left? He's even more nervous than usual. Locked himself in his room for several hours, for example. Didn't have much to do at that time, so I just sat here in the living room and relaxed. Around 10:40, I saw Edgeworth trying to sneak outside with a suspicious suitcase. Case? Are you sure it was a case and not a cage? Why do you ask that? Nah, it was more like a black suitcase. Definitely not a cage. I found this a little odd, so I called out to him and asked where he wanted to go that late. Damn, he was so shocked. Mumbled something about a cool company and ran for it. Okay. But I didn't buy it 1 second, since I peeked into his room earlier. I saw him pack in some clothes and other stuff into that case. Very interesting. Wouldn't surprise me if he won't be returning for a while. That's what it looked like. But what did he mean with that cool company? Strange lie he made up on the spot. Cool company? There's actually a company with that name. Huh? Interesting. Maybe he wanted to head there then? But why? Well, that's all he said. A little later, Larry came down and left. Maybe around 11:50. That makes sense. He had to be at the church around midnight. Takes roughly 10 minutes with the car from here, too. Oh, I guess that makes sense. Does it? That'd be almost too late. Something seems strange here. Yeah, Larry wasn't reasonably early, right? Was there anything else you noticed about them that seemed unusual? Yes. And what was it? How about you go and figure that out yourself? I don't want to tell you. It's probably not important at all. Please tell me? Everything might help. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I mixed something up. I've already told you everything I know. Well, it seems like we can forget getting any more info out of her. And what now? I could check out this cool company. Maybe Miles is still there. It's not like I have a better plan at the moment. Cool company. Can't believe Larry could afford such a luxurious place. Aside from that, nothing here. Nothing else to gain here, so... Cool company! What the hell is cool company? Front entrance. There. That's apparently cool company. And I am your cool company. There'd probably be enough silly puns about this anyway. No need to force it. Let's try to get inside and ask about Miles, then. A big building. Hopefully we don't get lost. I'm telling you, there's something important here. Who's she talking to? Sometimes I'm a bit worried. We can go straight to the CEO's office. Okay. Who's the CEO of Cool Company? This should be the CEO's office. We can just waltz right in. I'm surprised we managed to slip in here that easily. Oh, anybody here? Apparently not. Big time to sniff around a little. Are we just looking for Edgeworth? What? What is that? A sculpture made out of ice. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, please, no. No, no. What? Might you be? I'm... Oh... We've achieved anime.